Hello, my name is Kai and welcome to the Theoretical YouTube channel, where we have been waiting for the only logical solution to the physical state of all souls in the universe for a while now. But why does Disney Channel scream to the future with their clever enemies? Well, today we see if I'm actually trying to find happiness. When Gamora was thrown off of the cliff for the stone itself, we can only assume that the characters need to know how many people are under Pixar's control. Well, the answer is more complicated than it seems. Phineas and Ferb is a cartoon about how impressive people who only read The Princess Bride are. What does this have to do with this bell curve? Shortcuts, in the first place, are about really little repetitive umbrages. Now that I got that off my chest, I don't think of it as a prison and more like a giant robot that could fly through the sun. Maybe. After all, with the circumstances of Humperdinck's birth, the cursed child has to be just a wizarding version of Vincini's hat. But personally, I think the cursed child is a wizarding play. Then it could be entirely canon, and yet none of the events have to take place exclusively during summer break. Experiments are, after all, the most prominent descendants of the children of the real country of Germany. And in the book, when some funny things start happening, the squibs aren't the ones who fight in the wizarding wars, so they don't have to die. And if you like democracy, then imperfections in your skull are not only communist, but also probably looking for more evidence towards Ratatouille's hidden secret. But I don't know what that is. If you do, however, you can leave it in the comment section down there. And if you liked this video, then you can do that. Physically. With your hands. You should also click one of these most interesting pictures that just want to be clicked so bad. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. Subscribe to the channel if you want more extreme socialism like this. But that's all I have for today, so thanks for watching, and we'll probably see you later.
Hello! Please don't click off the video yet.
Because this portion should actually make some logical sense.
And while I'm sure you're curious about Kai's interesting opening statements there, we'll get back to that in a second, because first, we have a cool announcement!
This is officially our 100th video. Confetti!
After starting this channel way back in 2017, we are honored that you all have stuck around with us for almost 4 whole years now.
As of May 1st, this channel will be starting its 5th year on YouTube, and don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
So thank you! If you have been with us this far, we want to take this moment to just simply say thanks.
And if you want to support us moving forward, you could subscribe. Okay, so what was with the weird intro?
Well, as a special treat for our 100th episode, we decided to be lazy and let a robot write the script for us, sort of.
We used a resource called Botnik, which you may have heard of before, but might not know exactly what it is.
While technically we were the ones who wrote the video, we could only choose our next word based on a database of limited possibilities that constantly updated and gave us like 20 different possibilities.
Then gave us predictive text suggestions based off of the way we usually format sentences. And the great thing about this program is you can use it to imitate the style of anything.
Like, you should all read Harry Potter and the Portrait of What Looked Like a Large Pile of Ash.
Or you can make your own keyboard using anything you want. I once used it to write an essay using only words from the styles of Edgar Allan Poe and also the Backstreet Boys. It was an interesting essay. In fact, sincerity, bitterness, endeavor, and nothing are all things. The memory of my somewhat childish experiment which went disastrously wrong added to the fantastic tears which never want to hear you say, nevermore. So for your own experimentation, we'll leave a link to the Botnik website in the description down below.
And if you stick around for another few minutes, I'll give you another taste of what a robot thinks we sound like on this channel.
And once again, thank you all so much for watching this channel, and we will definitely see you later.
Hello, my name is Lauren and welcome to the Theoretical YouTube channel, where today we're approaching the 1940s and it doesn't make sense. For more interesting nuances, there's Elsa, who is actually Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III. This might remind you that she destroys the whole franchise. But, even though there's plausibility, dominance always lives. DuckTales was only one new timeline that advocated for watching Disney movies. German fanfiction is never worth writing. However, because we acknowledge truth, we actually ingest film history with antisocial potato communication. Assuming Hermione approves. Okay, first of all, YouTubers could potentially cure monetization because it is a painful memory. They can't ignore us because we all know David Geffen is pretty darn strong. It's kinda insane. I guess quantum mechanics disappeared and then proceeded to insult Nickelodeon about the evolution of dragons, but luckily mermaids have returned. Millions of them! Anyway, if everyone suddenly decided to make bombs filled with stampeding, sobbing wildebeests, I think there'd be no paradoxes. This theory is weak. So therefore, Scrooge McDuck has convinced you guys that Hermione's parents aren't nominated for an Oscar, which is considered cheating. Everyone else is truly yelling at Thor because he died protecting online auctions, but similar berries have finally figured out how to find happiness. Which means there's another candidate for the sake of variety alone. However, you might directly steal facts forever from Aang, Katniss, and your past self. This poison comes from our faith in 2012. Basically, if you're curious why I'm worried, then never kill Loki. It's not convenient. If you like democracy, then you can like this video with your soul and subscribe to the channel if you want 200 million reasons to start laughing. Everyone knows communism hasn't been achieved, so let's start producing Disney theories. That might be easier. Anyway, thanks for watching us on your screen, and we'll catch you next time, I guess.
Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles.
Thus, speaking of the unbroken fire that is my spirit, I request no part in the matters of my arrival. Why do we force ourselves to dream the impossible when it inevitably leads to hollow comfort? Why do our paintings elaborate on the concealment of the profound? When this game for two worlds apart cannot reach your arms and the Avenger fails to make himself hear you, tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartbreak. My friend was not the old man, nor was he the room itself. From the floor to the throbbing mortar, my memories have obtained an image of evil, but not without trepidation. And the people upon the board so cleverly balanced sounded like a long-winded explanation of my favorite horseback. Not a specific writing style, just a literal horse's back. Then the man rose from his seat, reset the chair, as a gentleman should, and exited the pin-striped door of the chamber. It is unclear what it was that he said, or if he said anything at all. However, those there that day, imprisoned and free, claimed he uttered a single phrase under his breath. Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays.